let's get it. You did 10 years in prison. That's crazy. That's a whole decade, man.
Yeah.
If you don't want to tell exactly what got you incarcerated, you don't got to. But if you want to,
tell us your story.
What happened, man?
Okay, so I would say first to start off with what you said, what actually caused me to get those 10 years. We can, rather than saying like what the crime was per se, I would say that what actually caused me to get the 10 years was mindset, perspective. My perspective on life wasn't in the right place. My priorities wasn't in the right place. Right. I wasn't making the type of decisions that would lead to success. So I wasn't really, my decision making, process and all those type of things is really what led me to getting jammed up.
Yeah.
But it was at one point I used to be robbing and shit, just fucking with guns, you know what I'm saying, getting in shootouts, just doing a lot of hot ass shit, you know what I'm saying, hot jit shit. And, we can get into more of, what led to that lifestyle later. But I got locked up for a robbery, which really wasn't even a robbery, it was some whole other shit, but there was other people involved as well, so I ain't gonna get all into people's names and shit.
Right. Yeah.
But it was, that's mostly what it was, bro. At that time, I was in the streets just tripping. But that's what led to it.
Yeah. So when you was in court, man, they said you had to get 10 years. Like, what was your first thought?
That's a great question, bro. So I was I had a paid lawyer, Wellington Barlow, and he had came and told me that our game plan was gonna be we're going to push for a speedy trial. Because he was like, did you sign any papers like for a public defender? I was like, nah, I ain't signed nothing. He was like, all right, don't sign no papers, because a lot of times people don't be knowing that when they bring you in this room, they just have you signing a bunch of papers. You don't even be knowing that you be signing away your speedy trial rights. So I was like, yeah, I ain't signed nothing yet. So he was like, so what we gonna do is we gonna just bank on them not putting any time or attention into your case until it's on their deadline, to right on their docket, and we're gonna just file for a speedy trial. And that kind of worked to a degree, because when it came time, like I think for speedy trial, they gotta try you within 6 months. You know what I'm saying? They hadn't done no preparation on my case. They ain't know nothing about my case. You know what I'm saying? Their dockets be so flooded.
Right.
So they went to checking it. When it came time, like we went to court, my lawyer was like, look, they gonna really just give you a plea deal, but it gotta meet the minimum mandatory. So he was like, they gonna give you the minimum, he said they'll offer you the minimum mandatory 10 years, because it was that 10-20 life shit. You know what I'm saying? I got jammed up on that. So I was like, hell no. Shit, tell him now whole time, one of my co-defendants, you know what I'm saying, he done went home because he was a jit, and I told my lawyer to tell his lawyer that he ain't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was just driving, he ain't know nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He went home in like 2 months. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just me and the other dude, and the other dude was telling. You know what I'm saying? Damn. So yeah, he told in the memorial building. Damn. So we end up my lawyer just trying to convince me that, man, listen, the best possible outcome is for you to get these 10 years minimum mandatory. You're not gonna get no game time, but they sentence you under the 10-20 life. I don't think we're gonna be able to get around the 10-20 life thing. So this is the least sentence that you can get under those guidelines. So I understood that. I kept trying to tell him, man, take it down to 5. They do 5 right now, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? He go talk to him, come back, man, they still on the 10. Damn. So I said, he go back, I'm like, man, bro, tell him like 8, I'll do 8 and some probation. He come back, he like, man, they say 10, minimum mandatory, we gonna start trial Monday. So I was like, shit, if I could tell him I'll take the 10 then.
Yeah, so under the trial, you would have been...
life sentence.
Yeah.
Life sentence.
Yeah.
No doubt about it, bro, because that's the guidelines. And I've seen it so many times in the chain game, you know what I'm saying? I've seen so many dudes, bro, they could have took, regardless if you did it or not,
Yeah.
man, if it's a possibility of them bam you, and I don't want to tell dudes no legal
Advice.
because I'm not no lawyer, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I'm
Right.
just saying from what I've seen with my own eyes, bruh, it just made more sense to take the deal. So
Yeah.
and not no cooperation shit,
Right,
I never
right.
I never made no statement on nobody, you know what I'm saying? I never
Right,
said
right.
nothing about nobody.
Right.
Only thing I did was tell their ass, my lawyer said, man, they ain't prepared, so either we can go to trial Monday or shit, the deal they got on the table is 10 years. I say, shit, I'll take the 10. Fuck it. So I got 10 minimum mandatory, never earned no game time. And my co-defendant, his dumb ass, he told, and he still got the same 10 years. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's crazy.
yeah, bro. But yeah, that's how I played out.
All right, so at what point did it sink into you that, damn, I'm about to do 10 years?
Shit, when my lawyer came and had that conversation, shit,
Yeah.
my mama and my daddy was in the courtroom, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I can see they been crying and shit, That image always was burnt in my mind, you know what I'm saying? How my
Uh-huh.
mom and my daddy looked in that courtroom and shit. I was just smiling. I'm just letting, like, I don't never want them to see me, stressing. So I'm just like laughing and smiling, like, man, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I don't want them to see me like, feeling, looking like I'm down or something. Because in reality, I was straight, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It wasn't no pressure, nothing. I'm everything Gucci. I ain't like hurting for nothing. So I was like, shit, I just gotta go do 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that really sit on a nigga chest is when it really set in, how bad you disappointing the people who love you the most.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When that shit set in, but that's a different, if you somebody who really wants something in life, bro, that shit like really weigh on you. You know what I'm saying? Like to know how bad you disappointing the people who really love you the most.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's when that shit set in, when I see my people in the courtroom and the judge started talking about, but the same people, I just had 2 more dudes in my courtroom with the same charge that you got. I just gave one on a life sentence and one on 50 years. So your lawyer did a good job.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, fuck it, yeah. It set in right then.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 10 years is like a bargain deal.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. You won't believe how many people got a life sentence over a robbery case, bro. And it be some fluke shit.
Yeah.
It be some fluke. I mean, nothing, bro. You got in an argument with a dude, beat him up, take his necklace off him, and they give you a life sentence over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So, shit, it is what it is. You got to understand that we live, in Florida. Florida is a very tourist attraction location. So any type of crimes that reflect on Florida that look like it's not safe to be here,
Yeah.
or could like run off tourist money, they gonna bam your ass for it every time. So if you the type of person you go into a courtroom anywhere in Florida and you talking about robbing, we got to get you off the streets. You go in there talking about murders, shit. Now, if it's in your own community and they can see your pattern being in your own community, you might get spared, know what I'm saying? But if it's anywhere that's threatening their community, shit, your ass getting whammed. Know what I'm saying? So, having that understanding, but having access to information, that's really what, allow us to start making better decisions. So, yeah, that's it.
That makes sense. But, so while you was there 10 years, like, what was like, you remember your toughest day in there?
Damn, that's a great question. I can remember a tough day.
All right.
Shit, like anybody who know me like as, like really grew up with me, right? Like, really know me from childhood. They know that I used to have this like real disdain for the police. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to, I grew up with like a real just negative vibes towards the police. So being incarcerated my first couple of years was real hard because I'm directly under the control of the police, this group of people that I feel like, man, I just got so much disdain for, right? And my first couple of years was rough, bro. I was in confinement like my first 4 years locked up, you know what I'm saying? Just because I was tripping, wilding, not obeying by no rules. You know what I'm saying? I just went with the mindset of I'm finna do 10 years, I'm finna do them shit the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. You know, I'm not getting up when they tell me to get up. You know, I'm not gonna be following none of their rules. I'm gonna, do what I want to do. And that created a clash between me and the police instantly. So I stayed in trouble, when I first got locked up. You know what I'm saying? Stayed in trouble. And it was this one particular time, bro. I went, I snapped out some food. And they got what they called a 3-way special, gas, strip, and loaf. I was at Santa Rosa. It's in the Panhandle, not too far from Pensacola. And bro, the first thing they did was got me out the cell. When they got me out the cell, I thought they was just gonna talk to me. You know what I'm saying? They put me in the cage and just like talking to me face to face. And whole time they taking everything out my cell. Everything. If it ain't nailed to the floor, it's coming out.
Yeah.
Took everything, took my clothes, put me back in the cell. So now I'm in here on script. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing but boxes and shower slides.
Yeah.
Ain't no mattress on the bed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sleep on the concrete floor. I sleep on that steel bunk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was on script for 3 days. Then they come through and gas.
No blanket, no nothing.
No nothing. No nothing. Yeah, you just on the floor with it.
Yeah.
Then they put me on they come and gas me. It was this dude, I ain't gonna never forget him, dog. That dude was Sergeant Jones. I'm talking about a real redneck black dude.
Redneck black dude.
Yeah,
is crazy.
bro. Yeah, bro.
Well, we know what you're talking about.
You already know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Man, all he wanna do is go through and spray all the inmates with gas. That's what he on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gassing people. That's how I still remember I was in G-Dorm. 'Cause I remember his soft ass would come through talking about, you in G-Dorm, and the G stand for gas.
Hey,
Hey, I still remember that shit.
that's funny as hell.
Hey, that shit funny as fuck, bro.
That nigga was celebrating
Yeah,
that
bro.
shit.
Man, that nigga coming that bitch, dog. So once he see how I'm tripping, know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I want pressure with any police. I want to fight the police, know what I'm saying? I want to see if they gonna whoop me. I want to see what's up with it.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's how they do you, bro. Like,
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna have to take that. It just popped back in my head.
What?
I'm gonna have to take that with me.
What?
Shit, the G dorm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, for sure.
Welcome
That's
to
it.
the G dorm.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
that G stand for gas.
I still remember that shit. But yeah, bro, he so they put me on script, then they came through and gassed me. You know what I'm saying? And after they gassed me, they left. Then dinner time came. Shit, they brought me a paper bag. I'm like, what is this? And they hit me with the loaf. Loaf is like where they take like all the meals combined and just like mush it into like this one like orange block, bro.
Oh hell no.
That shit, it's like grits, green
fuck no.
peas, pudding,
Fuck no.
bread, all kind of shit just lumped into like this loaf. You know what I'm saying? And then shit, that's your meal. So, bro, I remember I was laying on the floor like, damn, like trying to go to sleep. Like, man, is this what my life done come to? Like, what the fuck was I doing to get in this point right now? You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in this bitch laying on a concrete floor, nothing but motherfucking boxes and shower slides on. Just ate some fucking loaf and just got gas. Like, damn, bro, what is it? What am I doing? You know what I'm saying? This ain't living. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, that was like a tough day. You know what I'm saying? That really brought me to a realization that, man, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you survived that. Most people that would have been a breaking point right there. That's insane.
Nigga, yeah, I might have went insane at that point.
Yeah.
Like Joker type shit. Like,
Bro, I might be insane. Shit, I don't know, bro. 'Cause I spent a lot of time in confinement, you know what I'm saying? And, I be talking to my wife about it like, shit, real spill, nigga probably do need to go get therapy type shit.
I think every black man need therapy. I'm gonna be honest. As we get.
Yeah, listen, I'm not against therapy, but what I say is, if you done been in the streets, especially, like who you finna go talk to and what you finna talk to them about. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit that's affecting you might not necessarily be, the type of stuff that you can just be talking to anybody about.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes therapists don't relate.
Right. That's real.
Bro, so yeah, you gotta be able to, a lot of times, but you gotta be able to talk to somebody who done been, in your position.
Similar, yeah.
Yeah, bro. So I don't know no therapist who like was, like in the streets, just participating in the streets and shit.
So on that point, while you was locked up, was there anybody like some OGs, anything that just like kept you motivated, like kept your mind clear?
That's a great point, bro. So, yeah, kind of, bro. I mean, I never really like hung around, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I always was like, excuse me. I always was like, find like one or two people that's on my kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? That's like into reading and shit. That's trying to learn some shit. I really don't like. I like to play chess, but I really wouldn't hang with everybody who play chess because all kind of people play chess. I fuck with niggas who play Scrabble. You know what I'm saying? Because Scrabble is that ain't everybody ain't on it. Yeah. You got to be a thinker to be fucking with this type of shit. And be good at it. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
So, I say it was. I did gravitate towards, some people who was like, giving me good game. I would also ask like, the right questions. I was always asking dudes who I vibe with, what is one of the main causes for dudes to come back to this situation? You know what I'm saying? I always was asking niggas questions like that. And I always got the same answer, like, bro, motherfucker always go right back to their same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They go right back to the same environment. So I already had a program in my mind when I get out. I'm different from Duval, you know what I'm saying? Because I love my, my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love the dudes who I came up with, I grew up with, who, especially the dudes who was sending me pictures and bread and stuff. I was locked up,
Yeah.
My dog, Lil Yo, you know what I'm saying? Antonio Parker, he always kept me with pictures and send me, give my mama some bread. The girl I had at the time some bread. You know what I'm saying? My dog Feezy, sending me pictures and stuff, man, bread. So I definitely, have genuine, love for these, for my neighborhood and stuff. But once I understood that going back to my same environment is gonna cause me to go back to prison, I was like, well, shit, I ain't going back to my neighborhood then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then once, I would talk to guys and they would just kind of tell me about, basically, bro, how to stay out of prison. Yeah, I feel like that was some of the best game I got, from dudes.
Were there anybody, like, not to say checking you, but I mean, in this sense, I guess that would be the word. In your early years in prison when you were wilding, was anybody checking you to say like, yo, you need to chill out with what you doing?
Nah. What I realized was, I like money, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like to be around money. I like to be around the people that's trying to get some money. So what I realized was, as I was steady wilding and bugging, the dudes that was, trying to get to some money was like, man, shit, don't nobody want a nigga like that around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't nobody want, bro, you always bringing attention, bringing the police to where you at because you steady going against their rules.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once I start understanding that, okay, well, if I want to get around, some bread, then shit, I gotta change up how I operate.
Right.
So, and then I started realizing that, bro, doing that bug behavior, I'm attracting the bugs. Everywhere I go, I'm like, damn, I look around where I'm at, just looking around the people, looking at the people that's around me, I'm in confinement. Dudes is bugging in here, bro. And I'm like, shit, I'm in here with their ass. I must be bugging too. So just observing my environment is really what checked me, bro. Right. Assessing, just starting to hold myself accountable. That's kind of what checked me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't. Nobody really wasn't trying to tell me nothing because when they see how I'm acting, I don't care nothing about getting in trouble. So I'm willing to take whatever as far as anybody want to go. You know what I'm saying? And so it was never a thing of like, nobody else having to hold me accountable. I kind of started holding myself accountable.
You remember what you did your first day out?
My first day out?
Yeah, your first day out.
I'm glad you asked that, bro. I'm glad you asked that. Hell yeah, I remember, bro. I only cried 2 times in prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? 3 times technically. When I first got sentenced, you know what I'm saying? As soon as I walked away from my parents and I walked in the back, you know what I'm saying? I put my head in my shirt, I cried about 10 seconds straight. Not boohoo crying, just letting the tears roll, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm so angry and upset, you know what I'm saying? Tears are just coming out. So I cried that time. I cried one time the first time I got to talk to my mama because I was in trouble so much. I ain't get to talk to nobody or get no visits or nothing like my first like 2 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? So the first time I talked to my mama, she was telling me how things was going after I got off the phone with her. I cried then. And then the day I got out, bro, you know, you got to pick your clothes and shit. I told my mama, man, send me a suit, you know what I'm saying? I want to go home with a tie, you know what I'm saying? A button-down shirt, hard bottle. I want to look like I'm strictly about business, you know what I'm saying? So, bro, when I took my clothes off and was putting on the suit and shit, bro, I couldn't stop crying, bro. Thinking about that shit now, I'm like, God damn, bro, I cried for like 20 minutes straight, bro.
Yeah.
I couldn't even stop that shit. I was like, damn, bro, like, this shit just too much. You know what I'm saying? But it was probably like 4 more people in there with me. They were like, damn, bro, like, man, you gonna be straight, boy. Straight. You know what I'm saying? They like, my nigga, god damn.
Yeah, nigga, stop all that crying.
Yeah, man. They like, damn, bro, like, you been crying for like 15 minutes now, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I done had some hard cries, but I ain't no cry for 20 minutes.
Bro, I cried. Probably, it felt like 20 minutes, bro.
Hey, bro.
It felt like 20
Don't
minutes.
let this nigga shame you, bro. Hey.
I don't feel shame at all, my nigga. I don't feel shame at all, bro.
Real niggas cry, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, I cry
sometimes
like
you
a
gotta let them
motherfucker,
tears
bro.
flow.
I cry like a motherfucker, bro.
That's some real shit.
And after I finally got done crying and shit, you know what I'm saying? I put my little clothes on, walked out, you know, because I was telling my mama, man, I don't want nobody to come pick me up. I want to catch the bus. Because I feel like I'm gonna have to get emotions out of shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how this shit gonna go when I get out after all this time.
Yeah.
My mama was like, nigga, you sound stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she came and picked me up.
Yeah, love your mom. I know we done seen 3 strikes.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
You let somebody pick them up.
Yeah.
Let your mom pick you up.
Bro, yeah, for sure. So my mama came and picked me up, you know what I'm saying? And we hugged and shit, you know, we chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? She had a cell phone for me. An Android. I loved that bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, we just started driving and just started talking. You know what I'm saying? Just vibing, you know, and she's kind of seeing what my game plan is. So yeah, that was really like my first day, bro. Me and my mama riding and talking, and I got to my mama crib, you know, seeing my family and stuff, and then shit. Yeah, bro, I laid in the bed, and that was it, really, bro. My first day was really pretty simple. I just wanted to be around my family.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
You ain't go to the studio?
Hell nah, bro.
I'm bullshit.
Hell nah.
You gotta drop your first day out.
I wasn't thinking nothing about no studio, bro. For real spill. I wasn't thinking nothing about getting high. I wasn't thinking about smoking no weed, getting drunk.
Right. Nah,
I wasn't
feel
thinking
that.
about no hoes. I was just thinking about, you know, the people who been holding me down the whole time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was another lesson that I learned while I was incarcerated. I had been taking my family for granted all this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize until I got locked up that I had a better support system than a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that was something that I had always taken for granted. You know, I always thought I was getting the short end of the stick. Whole time, shit, my situation better than a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people, you know, 'cause I grew up with my mom and my dad, you know what I'm saying? So I'm everybody who I'm in here with, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody really got a relationship with their dad the way I do, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing there's a lot of dudes that really don't even got the relationship with their mom that I do, you know what I'm saying? So when I started seeing that, I'm like, damn, bro, I really was taking, you know, my support system for granted.
Yeah.
You know, I always had people that I was willing to sacrifice for me to get to the next level, you know what I'm saying? And I was taking that for granted. So yeah, bro, once I realized that was like, when I came home, bro, I understood, you know, this is who my priority is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to be around my family, you know, the people who been making sure that I was straight the whole time while I was locked up.